Are you ready to take your animation to the next level? Then watch this closely and tell me what is the difference in this animation and the rest of the animations that we have been working on. As you might notice, the bear becomes bigger and bigger as we continue drawing it, and also it becomes brighter and more visible as we continue drawing it. The first drawing is not clearly visible, the second is the same, then after the third we have now a clear picture of what we are drawing, and also it tends to be bigger because we are trying to draw our current drawing on top of our previous drawing, which gives the illusion that you are clearly hard drawing this element. Now, for you to be able to do that, you only need to learn about a very simple customization effect. Let me open a new scene by simply dragging the two elements to invisible, and we'll be having a new scene. I'll use the same bear, and this is what happens. First, we click on the properties and use the draw. Then we can tweak between the no brush. The no brush gives the effect of simply drawing with hand. Then with the brush option, it feels as if we are using a real brush. Then we have the serrated, the stitch, and now the zip version of drawing, which I have just shown you how it works. The zip, I was using the zip in the previous animation. You can feel free to play around with this. Right now, let us preview the stitch after setting the camera position. That is the stitch effect. Click on the properties and let us select the serrated, and now that is how the serrated. Now you can feel free to play around with these tweaks because they give your animation a special feeling that is far from the normal drawings that people have been used to. Now, we have used this feature more than once in the previous lessons. That is shifting from the full color to either the outline and the rest. We have the rest that I have also talked about, but I love the outline most than any other option. Now this is the third effect that I want to show you how it works, and that is making an element partially visible. Making an element partially visible. In this case, first of all return to the brush effect, and here I can use the outline effect and click OK, so that we can preview this, and that is how it works. And for us to be able to, let me increase the animation time to 3 seconds. That is how it works. Now let us go back to the properties, and below the brush effect we can see the 100% solid. This is where we make an image or an element partially visible. Hence you can start with 10% where it will not be visible at all, and make that your first image. Click OK. Then copy and paste the same image. Click on the properties and increase this percentage to about 30 or 40, and click OK. And to give the effect as if you are drawing this element, simply enlarge a little bit the second image, so that when you are drawing this animating the second image, someone can instantly see the beneath image. Then copy the second image and paste it. In this case, enlarge it a little bit and click on its properties. It is the same process, only that we are increasing our percentage of this. Now we copy the third image and paste it on top of our third, and okay, we copy our third image and copy and paste it so that we have our fourth image. Click on the properties and increase our percentage to about 80 and click OK, and then enlarge this a little bit. Then copy the fourth, paste it, click on the properties, and we can make this 100 now. Click OK, and that is cool. And since we had set the camera position for our first image, the rest which have been copied from the first image will have the same camera position. We can simply enlarge this a little bit, and let us preview from the first one and see how it works. You see, the first one seems like the foundation. Then we have the second one giving a little bit of information of what we are actually trying to work on, and the rest of the images then just pop out giving the impression of a beer. That is how this effect works. And remember, you can always change the color of your final element. Let me just select the reddish. The reddish color is okay. Let me preview it as the last, and there we go. We have our beer. You can also make this a full color and click OK. And now let us see what we have here. Perfect. That is perfect, and that is okay. Now the last tweak that I want to show you is how to erase an image. I am sure I had talked about this, but I feel that I should revisit this area. And what we're going to do is we are going to erase what we have already created and create new elements that will overlay our existing element in this scene. To do this, click on the add image and either select click on the right blank or scribble, so that you are presented with a clean image. And I can say we have two in this case, but if you are connected to the internet, there will be several, but they do the same work. Now click on the image that does not have any drawing on it, you can expand it. Simply expand it until you can no longer see the image or the element beneath it. Then set the camera position and preview. What this does is simply covers your existing image, and then you can write new items on top of that. New text. This works well if you don't want to create new scenes that way. That is cool. That is the last tweak that I wanted to show you. And it is different from the other one that I had shown you earlier, where the image feels like it is crabbing on top of, let me show you what I'm talking about, giving the effect as if of erasing the existing image. Let me set the camera position and then select the empty image, then extend it so that it covers your existing element, and set the camera position. However, you should note that this effect works well when your background is plain white, so that when this empty image is placed on top of the existing element, it takes the color of the background, giving an impression of that you have deleted your previous element. Hence, let me set the camera. I've already set the camera position, and I have the new text effects. New text. Can also change the color of this text and the font. Remember, we already know how to change those and set the camera position. As you can see, they work. They are pretty similar, but it is easy to note the difference, because we have, this is a pure rectangle and the other one is some kind of bubble, and there are other features. They come in different styles. With that, I am happy to say I will end this lesson there, and I will see you in the next lessons, where we will be learning how to apply what we have learned in real life situations. I am more than happy for being with you until this to this point, that we have completed the lessons that I had prepared for you. I'll also prepare some projects that we can work together, so that you have a better understanding of how the software works. Remember, do not update the software until I release or until I post a newer version of the software. And with that, I'll end the lesson there, and see you in the next lessons that we are about to start.